Today we are going to climb Mount Washington, a 7,677 foot stratovolcano that has been extinct for the past 250,000 years.
This is the PCT Trail Head of Mount Washington Wilderness. No registrations required, no forest passes required, and this is just about the entrance to the trail from here. And it'll begin in earnest following the sign.
By fire. This is the amount of destruction is incredible. Miles together of forest burned down like this. It's crazy. And you're up at the summit, you could see the devastation in more detail. And today there's a fire somewhere else. It's relatively flat. There's no tree cover, all dead trees. So on a hot day, especially on your way back, it's going to be pretty hard. Without any tree line. It's important to bring plenty of water. The last 3 miles back to the trailhead, it's pretty much like this.
In 3 miles you would come to this nondescript cairn marker fork. The right one would lead you on the PCT, while the left one would take you down to the climber's trail to the Mount Washington. You miss this on a snowy trail, you're going to end up deeper into the Mount Washington wilderness.
Trail. It's very well maintained. It's also less traffic, so it is lots of down trees. Not too bad. It's so annoying still to be able to cross those. More down trees. A lot of downed trees. It continues to be like this. We're about 4.2 miles into the hike, and still have about a couple thousand feet to gain and get over to the ridge. More downed trees. The trail is so dry. The fire warning is extreme. The pine needles are crumbling under the pressure of your feet. A small micro ember is enough to ignite it. Not good. Don't have a great view today. That's in the distance beyond the tree line is the big lake, and above that mountain is the Hoodoo ski resort. None of it is really visible because the fire is going down south of here. A thick wall of smoke. We are barely above the smoke line. It's Mount Washington. That ridge looks so freaking steep.
The smoke from the Lion's Head fire that appears so distant in a matter of 3 to 4 days would destroy whole towns and hundreds of square miles of forest and townships.
Meadows down there. And then there's Mount Washington. Final climb is the technical climb. Requiring rock climbing skills. Defined trail here. 6,600 feet and the summit is about 5,600 feet. Summit block. You really need to climb up with rope. I'm probably going to go a little closer and that's about it. Yeah, you're not equipped to go up to the very top, couple hundred feet up there. It's steep. You really need to rope up. Side view, smoke. I'm going to keep going up here to the summit cone. I'm going to sweep the side. But it's all smoke out there. It's really nasty smoke. It's time for us to head down. In the distance you'd say Hoodoo and then Herrick peaks.
We just finished one of the hardest class 3 scrambles, and the arrow that's marked up there is the path you need to go down a little bit and up, leading to the final lava plug, which is probably a few hundred, maybe 300, 400 feet of pure rock climbing. And you need a proper helmet, ropes, and other carabiners and such other climbing gear, and you need a partner to go up with.
Lava plug, large. So close yet so far. Probably another third of a mile back there. That piece we came down is by far the worst. It's pretty much 5.3.2% the whole time you're trying to grab on some rock, find a footing, and I was down climbing the whole time. And it's probably going to get better, but I won't say too much longer till we get to the tree line. So it's going to be like this.
This plant is called manzanita, similar to madrona, a shrub with medicinal properties. The berries are edible. The leaves are good for pain killing as well as disinfectant. That is me with Jason. We forgot to take a shot near the summit block and decided to take one when we have had time to come down to more level ground and able to breathe easy. So we decided to take a picture since we forgot to take one up at the top. In all, it would have been a 12-mile round trip and close to 3,000 miles of elevation gain on a class 3 scramble. This is a tough one where the trail is not very clearly marked. Since we were done climbing Mount Washington by 3 p.m., decided to check out the big lake, which is pretty close by to the trailhead. The big lake is about 225 square acres, and there were all kinds of watercraft, and people were generally having a good time. And there is a trail that goes around it with a lot of camping sites. In addition, the ATV tracks crisscross around this lake as well. And on a good day, you would get a great reflection of Mount Washington.
This is called the Big Lake in the Mount Washington Wilderness area. There's boating, people are swimming, and actually on a clear day, that's Mount Washington that's engulfed in a lot of smoke right now. Otherwise it would have been a great it would have been reflecting off of the thing, so it's a pretty cool view from right here.
Thanks for watching the video. It was overall a great hike on a very decent weather day. It was very hot on the ridge, but otherwise reasonable weather. The smoke wasn't too bad, but it was a very tiring, lot of class 3 scrambling, and not an easy hike. So thank you again.